Hello, leaders. Welcome to Run to Your Leadership Challenges, the daily show that provides tips and techniques to help you navigate the leadership challenges you face every day. I'm your host, Paul Grau Jr. from the CLC Team, and we work primarily with military leaders to help them be the absolute best leader they can be. Our primary goal here is to help you lead from your very best self. Because let's face it, everyone deserves a great leader. So let's jump right into today's topic. So today is a very special day, and I want to talk to you about leaders' faith. Now, before I begin, I just want to give you a warning that today I'm going to share my faith with you and talk a little bit about faith and how it plays a role in your leadership journey. And if that type of conversation offends you, please just skip this version and continue listening on Monday, because I'm actually going to share a little bit more on faith tomorrow when I talk about patience in leaders. Okay, so if you're still listening, don't say that I didn't give you fair warning to tune out. I believe that faith is a crucial part in a leader's journey. You see, according to Webster's online dictionary, faith has a few different meanings. One meaning is that faith is an allegiance to, duty, or a person. Another definition is it's belief and trust in and loyalty to God. And a third definition is faith is something that is believed, especially with strong conviction. Now let's discuss how these three definitions tie into leadership, as I believe faith is very important to your leadership. First of all, an allegiance to duty or person. Now, this can be a great thing to model to your people, because as a leader, you have influence on your people. So what you show allegiance to will most likely impact them in one way, shape, or form. Second definition was faith is belief and trust in and loyalty to God. Now, a leader who has consistent trust in God during extreme difficulties provides hope to his or her people, regardless of what your individual beliefs are. These leaders show there is always something to look forward to, always something worth believing in, always something worth standing up for. Finally, the third definition is faith that is something that is believed, especially with strong conviction. Now, this one I especially love because of the emphasis on strong conviction. Just think about what that looks like in a leader. Do you think that impacts the leader's innermost feelings, beliefs, values, and thoughts? Well, I certainly do. So when you add up these three definitions of faith, you can see that faith is a great character trait to have as a leader. It gives your people hope in bright times and in dark times. It models the way for them to follow, and it impacts people's deep values and beliefs. Now, today is Good Friday, and I wanted to take the opportunity to share a little bit about my faith because today is truly a special day. You see, I'm a Christian, always have been. Both my mom and dad were Christians, and I was raised going to church. Not every Sunday, but always on Easter. And that was a very special day for the whole family. Man, that was a day that my dad even went to church. We would get all dressed up, and I remember my dad singing those old hymns very loudly. And I loved hearing him sing, even though he kind of embarrassed us a little bit. His two favorite Easter hymns were Christ the Lord is risen today and Up from the grave he arose. Man, I could still hear him belting out those two hymns. So, Good Friday is the day Christians believe that Jesus Christ was crucified. If you're thinking that's a strange name to call a day that somebody was crucified, well, you're not alone. The fourth graders that I teach on Sunday morning brought up the same point last Sunday and asked me why it's called Good Friday if Jesus died such a horrible death on this day. Well, that's where the story gets really good. You see, the Bible tells us that Jesus lived a perfect life and died on the cross to save us. He took on the weight of the world's sin and willingly died a gruesome death on a wooden cross for you and for me. He died even for people who hated him and still hate him today, and even the thought of him today. Today marks a very special day in the story of the good news of the gospel that can save us. And I'd love to share more with you if you want to hear more. You can always email me at paulgrau, that's PAULGRAU, at currentleadershipcoaching.com, or give me a call. My phone number is 501-743-5614. Man, I'd love to talk to you more about this, regardless of what your beliefs are. You see, there's nothing that you've ever done or will do that isn't washed clean in what Jesus did for us today, nearly 2,000 years ago. And that, my friends, is good news. That's why we call today Good Friday. Hey, as always, thank you for listening. So we have some big things going on here with our online membership group for leaders. It's actually growing, and we're adding a new group specifically for military leaders. Now, we're still working out all the details and bonuses that will be included. But for now, please help us spread the word. This group will be a place where military leaders can learn new skills, refine older skills, and have deep discussions with like-minded leaders who actually get exactly where other military leaders are coming from. We're going to tap into everyone's expertise, and the group members will help bring out the very best in each other. So keep tuned in, and please be sure to let any military leader that you know about this group, and that will be up and running very, very soon. This is going to be different than any other leadership development group out there. So be ready and, man, get excited. Hey, that's it for today. And until tomorrow, run to your challenges.